What's up, folks? Richie here. Another one from the Nebraska album. And by the time this video is posted, you should have the entire Nebraska album. Fingers crossed. So there's a playlist. Check it out. See if it's something you have an interest in. But we're going to take a look at Mansion on the Hill. This was a song that got a lot of love during the reunion tour, 99-2000. So we're going to take a look at this one, obviously off the Nebraska album. I think it's track number 3 off the album. But it's 3 chords, D, G, and A. Okay. I do not have a D harmonica, otherwise I would just try to play along with it. But if you have one, that's what you probably would need, I'm assuming. And it's just really some basic strumming. Not even strumming, just picking. I'm tuned to standard tuning, but if you've seen my videos and if you listen to Nebraska, it's not quite in tune, basically. Different reasons. So even though I'm in tune, if you're playing along to the album, it's going to sound out of tune. So we're going to kind of just go with the standard D, G, and A. And I'm doing my best to keep this guitar in tune because the weather's been crazy with my studio. Just a couple of exterior walls, and it's I'm in South Carolina, but it's cold enough where it's flurrying right now, and it was like 70 degrees yesterday. So the weather's been like up and down. So we'll go through this. I'm going to show you just a picking pattern that I do on this, basically, and that chord is not part of it. That was a C. It should have been a G. But we'll take a look at it. All right, here we go. Mansion on the Hill, Springsteen, Nebraska. Let's go. All right, Nebraska. I should say off the Nebraska album, Mansion on the Hill. 3 chords. Can you hear that? That's the wind out there. I don't know if you can hear that from this mic I got. D, G, and A. Just listen for the changes. It comes in on a D. It switches back and forth from the G to the G to the D to the G to the D to the G, I think. And then the A is kind of like your turnaround. So it comes in on that D, but it's also going to have that harmonica. You know, this is one of the songs on Nebraska where there's a lot of harmonica, at least more so than other songs, I think. But it's the picking pattern. What I do is I'm just taking these chords. And there's no exact way of doing this, but so really, you're making sure you're hitting that root note, right? D, G, D, and then when it goes to change, A. So without trying to actually sing the song, hear it? That's almost the entire song right there. It's all the verses are pretty much the same. There's really no chorus, but then you've got a couple spots where there's a harmonica solo, and it's really just kind of the same thing. That it might cut off a little bit sooner, but listen for it. Again, the songs on Nebraska, it just kind of, you're making this your own. There's a place out, edge of town, so, right? Rising above the factories and fields, right? And it just continues to the A. Really, that A is when you kind of, you're going to the, well, let's try it. So really, Mansion on the Hill, when that's being said, you should be in that A shape. And my picking pattern is varying. I'm getting the high E on all of this, but only on the second time around for each chord. Here, I'm kind of catching that E string as I come around on that second, kind of my second pass through. 1, listen to the tune. Again, if you're in standard tuning, it will sound off and you're thinking this is wrong, but it's just the way the whole mix down happened with this demo, basically. Okay, so those are your chords: D, G, A. Just like all the other songs on Nebraska, three chords typically. But that's it. So take this. Hopefully it helps you out. And maybe the reason you couldn't figure out the song in the past because it sounded so off, it's because I'm sure the guitar had something to do with it, but it's also the fact that when it was mixed down from the 4-track demo to a 2-track cassette, what the radio, basically the box they mixed it to, the speed was off ever so slightly. If you listen to Hungry Heart, right, I think they sped up that on purpose, by about 5% to make it sound like Bruce got a little bit of a higher voice. This was not probably meant to do that, but it's just off ever so slightly where you can't find that perfect pitch in a way. All right, Mansion on the Hill, pretty straightforward. Hopefully it helped you out. Again, I have the whole playlist out there. Well, by the time this is posted, there's an entire playlist of all Nebraska, all 10 songs. So I hope it helps you out. Again, any requests, let me know. No one usually requests anything. So if you have a request, there's a good chance I'll get to it. So I'll see you. Thank you again, everyone. Talk to you soon.